Welcome back, students. The next part again, same first chapter of your English literature book. A quick recap: there is Mr. Nuttall, and he has come to a rural a village where he wants to meet Mrs. Sappleton, but he meets her niece, 15-year-old niece, who is a very imaginative girl, and to amuse herself, to make herself happy, she weaves stories at her own likings. Okay, and she's trying to tell this man, for she finds out from Mr. Nuttall whether he knows this place well and the people over here, to which Mr. Nuttall says that he is unaware of anything in this particular village, and she tries to cook up stories. She tells that she is the Mrs. Sappleton has uh, the there was a great tragedy that had happened 3 years ago, and in that tragedy she has lost her husband and two young brothers, and the worst part was that their bodies were also not recovered, and made it sound so real that Mr. Nuttall was not able to understand that this was just a story, that a trick that she was playing on him. So now, and she made this note, we had stopped till here, faltering human became falteringly human, because she made it sound very real. Okay, now let us begin. Poor aunt always thinks that they will come back someday, they and the little brown spaniel that was lost with them, and walk in at that window just as they used to do. That is why the window is kept open every evening till it is quite dusk. Poor dear aunt, she has often told me how they went out. Her husband with her white waterproof coat over his arm, and Ronnie, her youngest brother, singing Bertie, why do you bound, as he always did to tease her, because she said it got on her nerves. Do you know something on still quiet evenings like this, I almost get a creepy feeling that they will all walk in through that window. So now she's telling that the aunt thinks, Mrs. Appleton thinks, that one day they will come back through this particular window. And because they have a dog also, okay, that is a brown spaniel, and it has also gone with them, and it has also not returned. And she feels, she's telling that Mrs. Sappleton has a feeling that they will return through this window as they used to do every time they used to go snip shooting. And she's telling every time, every dusk, every evening, this window is kept open. Dusk is when the evening is ending and the night is approaching. That is the time it is called dusk. So and her and she's to top it, to make it sound more real, to make it sound more effective. She says that her husband with his he has worn his white waterproof coat, and Ronnie, the younger brother of Mrs. Sappleton, he used to sing Bertie, why do you bound. She said he always used to tease her with this song. Teasing is, he used to irritate or provoke her, because this song, she said, it got on her nerves. Getting on her nerves is make very annoyed. She used to get very annoyed listening to this song. And sometimes on still quiet evening like this, I almost get creepy. Now this lady is telling that I get this very airy, very eerie, very hair raising, unpleasant feeling that they will all walk in through that window. She broke off with a little shudder. It was a relief to Frampton when the aunt bustled into the room with a whirl of apologies for being late in making her appearance. So now, when they were just having a talk, who is she over here? Mrs. Sappleton. So she just broke off. She came inside, and it was a relief. It was a, you can say, a comfort for Mr. Nuttall that this aunt has come to the room. Bustle is she was moving here and there with great show of energy. Just very hurriedly she moved into the room, and she was going here and whirling is come back and forth, and she was making those apologies, saying sorry for her delay. And she said that I was late because I was just putting up myself, dressing up well or putting up a nice appearance to come to meet you. So next part in the next chapter, more chapter in the next part.